Amazing audience. We are now live with Heidi Geist. Again, we are live in Portland, on the sea, not in the sea, on the sea. We're going to have fun. Like, Heidi is pretty passionate about what we do in terms of the psychology part, yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
So this should be fun, right?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Are you ready?
I kind of want to interview you.
So let's do this. Tell us, which of your talents is responsible for us connecting at this time?
Oh my gosh, that's kind of a big question. I mean, well, you know Amanda.
Right.
Amanda and I have done some work together, both with podcasts. I mean, she's interviewed me, but we both worked in the beer industry. So I guess ultimately, that's the main connection.
Yeah.
She knows I have big projects coming up regarding that. But,
Yeah. What did you do in the beer industry?
So originally I was working at a craft beer store, selling beer to people, local beer.
Yeah.
Moved into doing label design for local breweries, so a lot of art, and that transitioned into my full-time thing. So
Yeah, tell us about the art you do.
well, so I work with a lot of different breweries actually, all around the country. So the art that I do is always super different, but mostly painting, and the subject is always different, the style is always different, but that gets translated into computer form, and it's an interesting process. There's a lot of steps along the way to get it from where I'm sitting with a set of paints and a wood panel to where it's a label on a can of beer. It's fun.
So who did you learn that skill from, that appreciation of art from?
Definitely started at an early age. My mom was an incredible artist. Her family, she has a sister who used to do a lot of mock-ups for architecture, and it's just always been there, creating, constantly being busy and doing things with my hands. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Why will you continue to do that?
Passion.
Yeah?
What brings you happiness,
Yeah.
And like there are days where it's a struggle, or where there's challenges, or where you're not sure if it's going to pay the bills, or but you have to put it all into perspective, and like about the things you have done and all the things you could do, what is it that brings you the most happiness? Yeah, you have to kind of
It's like you gotta, go with the waves, yeah? What's one other thing, or where can people reach out to you if they're interested in the type of graphics you do? Like,
where can they?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I have a website,
Right.
which is diegeistart.com or diegeistart.com. And then on Instagram, I mean, because that's what I do full time, it's kind of everywhere. I mean, pick up a beer, and then there's a great way.
Yeah. What's one other thing you've done consistently over the last 3 years?
With just doing
Anything.
in life.
Yeah.
I mean, this has really been my focus. When I started doing this, I mean, I do other art. I don't just design beer labels, but it frees up so much time whenever you're able to kind of work for yourself. It's easier to find the balance in life, I think. Sometimes not. But, maybe it forces you to consider all your options.
Yeah.
And so I have 2 daughters, trying to spend time with them. One just graduated. I've only got the summer before she goes off to college. And,
Wow.
so yeah, but mostly time has been invested in art.
Yeah.
And meeting people, and
How does that make you feel?
relationships. Great. Like I'm on the right track, if there is such a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why would you suggest someone that's listening do that? Like, attempt to focus on being on the right track, if there is such a thing.
It's funny because when I'm out, whether I'm traveling like you, or whether I'm just meeting new people are always inspired by not just me and what I do, but anybody who like takes their passion and makes it into a living, or actually focuses on it.
Yeah.
And it always kind of like makes me scratch my head, because I feel like anybody could do this and should do this.
Yeah.
Because life, the cliche of life is short, whether it is or not, or it continues after, who knows. But it's here for us. Like there's just nothing but potential.
Yeah.
And just to go through the motions of a 9-to-5 job or whatever, and come home and go to bed and get up and do it over, and then get old, and that's it. And life has just passed you by. You know what? Who wants that?
Yeah. Who wants that?
Who wants that?
Yeah, I love that. Who wants that?
And we should all not only be inspired to bring ourselves happiness, but that happiness should translate out, and we should be projecting that out into the world so that other people also want that.
Yeah.
Make the attempt to get
That's
it.
deep. Ooh. We could end there. All right,
I mean,
all
there's
right.
something about being out on the water.
Yeah, no, I think it's you. I think it's all you. All right. Well, let's switch gears for a moment and let me invite you into my imaginary time machine that is surrounded with beautiful, warm blue Caribbean water. What is your earliest what is your earliest childhood memory?
Oh my gosh. That's a huge question. I don't even know. I mean, probably something to do with being outside. I mean, not because you mentioned the beautiful waters where I'd like to be right now, but I grew up in a family that really valued spending time outside.
Yeah.
And whether it was camping or just going for walks together or bike rides or picnics or whatever.
Why do you think that memory is so clear?
What was that?
Why do you think that memory is so clear?
That's probably been the driving force in most of my life, because there's so much about maintaining that connection to the earth and to, not to get too deep, but to like the natural world that we're actually from. You know, it's like that's the genuine thing that stays with you. It's a sensory memory. It's everything. It's the visuals and the smell of where you were at the time, and the sounds, and you know, whether it was a good memory or a bad memory or whatever. Like it really sticks.
Does it connect to who you are today?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, big time. Yeah.
Can I offer an interpretation to the thought picture you created in my mind? Yeah.
Yes.
I love the concept of the art and how art is really, as you move, you connect. Yeah, and like things connect to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
To see that from a child to now and what you're doing now, I just love that.
Yeah, and it's great to be. I've never been one to live in the past, but to still to be able to be a little bit, have that sort of retrospect, or that. Not even that. It's a continuum. It's like your past isn't gone.
Yeah.
You know, it's like we're always that person too. We're just adding to it.
Yeah.
Growing, hopefully, and evolving.
Yeah, love it. All right. Well, before I forget, what was your favorite song at 12?
What? My favorite song?
At 12 years old.
At 12? It's some Beach Boys thing.
Yeah?
Oh my gosh.
What's the name of the song?
Kokomo.
Oh, there we go. Well, it definitely connects. I mean, Beach Boys. Beach Boys. Just a bit, right?
It wasn't Lady in Red or Return Marks.
All right. So we've arrived at our destination. Before we get off of this time machine, there's a small declaration form. It's yes or no, possibly a bit more. Are you ready?
Go.
Have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
Yes.
Are you married?
No.
Do you have children?
Yes.
How many?
2.
Do you believe in God?
Yes.
Do you have
way,
do you have an inner circle of friends?
I don't know.
Do you have an inner, like a close group of friends? Like,
No.
no? Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
No.
How about 3 hours a week?
Yes.
What about screen time, the phone and or the computer? More than 8?
I'm on it too much.
Okay. If you had to share with us your own unique real statement, a statement that represents Heidi Geist, what would you say that is?
Never stop.
Love it. Heidi, this has been a great pleasure. Before you leave, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks for coming out. I'm
Come
excited
on.
for your journey.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This was fun.
This is great.
What should I do? What's your journey, Amanda? It's like you are about to embark on your journey. What is that?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, as fast as I can. I'm building basically a tiny home and a small school bus, and I'm going to do something similar but not the same as you.
Sure.
I'm going out in the world to sort of connect what I do for a living, the craft beer industry, to the people and the people within the industry.
Sweet.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be
And you're taking your daughter with you.
Yes, I am.
And she's going to have
She's
fun.
gonna love it.
She's never ever
She
going to
likes
forget
it.
that.
Yeah, I know.
That's wonderful. Where can people follow that journey?
Yep, so at 48 Beer Project or my website, which is diegeistart.com.
Love it. Amazing audience. We're going. It's going to storm, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's ominous.
We're heading in. Ciao.